So people are finally getting the AYN Loki in their hands. And honestly, I think I might have to cancel my pre-order. I pre-ordered the AYN Loki as soon as it was announced. I was so excited. When it was revealed, it was going to be more powerful than the Steam Deck at a potentially cheaper cost as well, especially if you're looking for the Loki Max. And for any early adopters of the AYN Odin, you could get a discount as well, making it a really tantalizing option. So straight away, I put my pre-order in and I was anticipating and so excited for the latter half of 2022 when I get my AYN Loki. Here we are approaching the summer of 2023 and I still haven't got one. But people are finally starting to get their hands on them. And as much as I was excited to finally get my hands on an AYN Loki, even though there were delays, I'm now starting to think I'm probably going to need to cancel my pre-order because I just think it's too late. I just don't think it's the right time anymore. At the time when I pre-ordered my AYN Loki, I didn't have a Steam Deck. I didn't have anything like that kind of console, so I definitely needed one. And in some respects, I was going to buy the Loki instead of a Steam Deck. But as time went on and the Loki was nowhere to be seen, I couldn't resist the temptations of the Steam Deck. And the Steam Deck is absolutely superb and still does everything I want it to. I realize some people talk about potential limitations now with some games, but I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing them for the games that I need, for the games that I enjoy playing on it. And the size is absolutely perfect for me because this kind of console I play at home. I'm not going to take it on the go. I know some people would, but these kinds of consoles I like to play chilled out on a couch somewhere. Beyond that, ASUS have come out with the ROG Ally, or Ally, I'm not sure how you say it. And this thing is an absolute beast, even more powerful than the Steam Deck. And it comes in at only around about £700, which is around about the price of the AYN Loki. Now granted, the price I'm paying for the AYN Loki is actually less because I got the discount for it. So I think mine was coming in at around about £550, maybe £600. So it still does stand currently, if I was to get it, as one of the cheapest options for a Windows handheld with the power that it's got. But there's just so many things now that are making me second guess having an AYN Loki before I've even got one in my hands. The design of it, I'm not sure that I like it being smaller than the Steam Deck and the ASUS ROG Ally. I think I like that extra size in your hands. Something about the design of it just doesn't look as premium, it doesn't look as high-end as devices like the Steam Deck. The price of it isn't that tempting either, and although it is an incredibly powerful console, especially the Loki Max, which is the one I was going for, I just don't think it's as needed right now. I just think there's so much more competition out there right now, competition that currently exists, and potential competition on the horizon as well. Because as we said, in the 12 months, or maybe a little bit more since the AYN Loki was announced, technology has moved on rapidly, and it will continue to move on as well. And I feel like the AYN Loki could quickly become outdated before it's even in everybody's hands. The one thing that really does interest me about the AYN Loki is that it is a Windows handheld, and there are some experiences and some things that I want to do on a Steam Deck that I don't feel like I can quite comfortably do that I would be able to do on a Windows handheld. And that's where the AYN Loki would come in really handy. But like we said, there's the option of the ROG Ally. Now granted, if I did cancel my AYN Loki pre-order and get the ROG instead, then it would cost me a lot more money. But there's something that's telling me it's maybe a better investment, it's maybe a better console. I'm not quite sure even if just wanting to have a Windows experience is worth forking out that extra money when I already have a Steam Deck as well. Maybe I should save my money and wait for an even more powerful Windows handheld to come out, or wait for the inevitable Steam Deck 2 whenever that comes out. But there are still multiple options to consider. I could still cancel my AYN Loki Max pre-order and order one of the smaller versions of it as well, which actually would be a really cost-effective option to get a Windows handheld. And as we saw with the difference between the AYN Odin Pro and the AYN Odin Lite, as a lot of you who've seen my AYN Odin is irrelevant video, you will know I'm talking about the Pro in that video. The Lite is a great option, and the difference between the Pro and the Lite isn't as vast as people expected them to be, certainly not for the price difference, which makes me think maybe the performance difference between the Loki Max and some of the lower end versions might not be that drastic. It might be worthwhile actually getting one of the smaller versions and much more value for money. But the issue with that then lies AYN's delivery times. AYN Odin are just slow. There's no other way to put it. They took ages to actually get the Loki into people's hands in the first place. And if we look at the delivery rates of the AYN Odin, they really struggle to keep up with demand. So if I did cancel my pre-order, which I put in about 12 months ago, and I put a new order in for a lower end version, chances are this time next year I still won't have it. And in 2024, what kind of Windows handhelds are we going to get? What can I get for the same amount of money? I don't know. I'm in that place right now where I have a pre-order and all I have to do is just wait for it to arrive. It's already been paid for. And that is an exciting and nice feeling to have. But there's a big part of me that feels like I'm just going to get this device, try it out, do a couple of videos on it, and then never use it again. Probably just try to sell it. And is it really worth it for that? I don't know. I would love to know what you think because I'm actually really confused about this one. Like I said, the AYN Odin Pro, when I first got it, I absolutely loved it, but pretty rapidly it became irrelevant to me. And if you want to know exactly why it became irrelevant, check out this episode right here.